Hello, welcome to Gilganos playing Dawntrail. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for over 10 years. So basically, like since the beta of Realm Reborn. Actually, I also played some of 1.0, but only like 3 weeks. It's enough to have a legacy character, not this one though, unfortunately. But I've never really played it. Yeah, it's day 1 of the early access. Episode 1. Let's go, 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 go. We don't have any time for anything else. Alright, let's look at Miss Yumi Tanchi here a little more. With the graphics update. I mean, we can see that her hair is different, of course. Looks a lot better. Apart from that, I think she looks basically the same, right? It's really a shame that you cannot zoom in further than this. At least I haven't found any settings for it. And of course, I'm not using any mods or anything. I am using Reshade. That's the only thing. So yeah, in this playthrough, we will only be playing the main scenario quest. And maybe some role quests, job quests and stuff. But like no gold source or no other things that are gonna... It's gorgeous. Oh my god. You basically... Sorry, I'm enthralled. I mean, she looks mostly the same. But better. The scales are so good. Oh, I love it. I can't really see too much of a difference with the metal now, which is kind of weird, I would say, because it was like the thing that stood out the most for me when comparing in the benchmark. Because I mean, I can see the textures on the fabric, and I'm too far away to really say. Over here, like all this... Well, it looks a little weird here where her arm begins, I guess. But you can't see a difference, of course. Then again, of course, I don't know if actually this attire really underwent any changes, right? Because I think they did say that for current gear, like they would be implementing it bit by bit. I mean, you can see obviously that, also the lighting is a little different here. Obviously, you can see changes, but not like in the same magnitude as you've seen with the aura. Oh my god, look at this look. Not at the same magnitude as the aura starter gear, for example, right? Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Ochika sent me away. A new world to explore. Ochika Tsunjika has a message for you. Welcome back, Yomi. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Sure. Oh god, I'm gonna think of that jingle every single time I hear that quest accepted noise. A little sad that it didn't just, like, have a same size map as the usual as the earlier one. And just maybe they're gonna do that at some point, right? Replacing it. Not voice acted, come on. Ochika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. Every expansion starts the same, right? You just get on a boat and you sail somewhere. Actually, no. Stormblood was different. It took a while until you, like, went on a boat and sailed somewhere. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself, and of course, Heavensward. And of course, Shadowbringers. Yeah, so it's really only Endwalker and Dawntrail, I guess. Hello, you beautiful people. Ah, you're all here. Music. Okay. It took some percussion. It took some persuasion, but the Gilganos guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There'll be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. The boat looked rather smallish in the trailer, I have to say, so that's gonna be fun. Like we get on a smaller boat to sail to the new world, like over the ocean. But we got this one of these huge big boats that we have in Lim Solominso, right? To ride over to... Well, I guess Othar is a similar distance away, if not more. But, you know, like, it's the open sea, right? That's fine, Aaronville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship at all to ourselves. We'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. Nope, let's go. I am ready to go. No, I did not just look at Vuklamat's apps there. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? Yeah, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna eat tacos, we're gonna drink mojitos, and, you know, like, leisurely relax at the beach. They also look different, right? Yeah, of course, I mean, graphics update, haha. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Oh! Yeah, I feel like their metal chains and pieces are more detailed than the ones I have on my attire. Maybe to say, maybe that's just me. But it looks like they polished these outfits more than what I'm wearing, which makes sense, of course. So I'm looking forward to, you know, like wearing some new gear. Although I really like this. Maybe, hopefully we'll get some, you know, like some capish ninja attire in Dawntrail. We've not forgotten. The Nation of Tuliyollal. The Nation of Tuliyollal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you. Thank you for repeating what I've just, you know, like witnessed 5 days ago. Then again, of course, I could have done this like 4 months ago, so I guess thanks for the rundown. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the Rite of Succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alfino and I have another objective. Really get the rundown of everybody again. Okay. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. Also, the other people, the other Scions, are also going there, even though we're not the Scions of the 7th Dawn anymore, right? But we don't know that yet, so that's gonna be a surprise. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with each other, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabot. And that totally doesn't sound like you just want to have a vacation in, like, South America. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. Oh, thanks, I guess. Her attire looks great, actually. Wow. Yeah, you can see... I think you can really see the difference between the newer outfits and, you know, like, mine, which I'm not even sure where I got that from. I think it's some Shadowbringers gear that I just love. I love the cape on that thing. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Cryle? Look at her! Look at her hair! Ah! Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Now, I do wonder if he's actually in one of those Golden Cities, if he found them and he's in there. And he's a primal, of course, because all grandparents of Scions are primals now. I guess, right? Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. Yes. Wait. Oh, with her Papa. I was just like, wait, what? They just confirmed what I just said, and then I was like, wait, her father is dead. You could, well, I guess, considered dead. And I was like, oh, wait, her Papa. Yeah, sure, makes sense. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. What's the Third Promise? Still playing the part of the Stoic Servant, I see. Ah, we all know you want to go, come on. Don't act like that. Although, girls are probably flying after this guy. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Yep, I'll stay here. I'll just stay here. I'll log off right now. You know, I don't want to play Dawntrail anymore. Nope. Come on. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. I hope that's not gonna be like that. Wait. I'll talk about it when we see Yomi again. Ha! That's what they tell me. Because the lighting was very weird. She had like a V shape on her face, right? Of lighting, which looked really weird. And I hope that's just because it's just in this scene and not gonna be the same in the future because that looked not good. Right then. If all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Eager as they are, the others have already left to the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. They're gonna wait for me, don't worry, I'm the warrior of light. They're not gonna depart without me. I hope. It won't be bad, you know, like, yeah, you're not going to Tural, sorry, you have to wait for the ship that sails in 4 months. Oh, it is actually a big ship. Are we taking that one? That looks very different from the one in the trailer. Why did they show us such a small boat in the trailer then? Huh. Something gonna happen on sea? Oh. Or are they just showing like a Jack Sparrow like? It's not gonna be that boat.
I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
No, like, no, not that ship. That ship. That ship.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy myself for sure, yeah, the water looks weird.
Don't be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
A short sail. I was saying last time that I'm wondering how long it would actually take in game, right? Sail there, but I guess they're not gonna really address it.
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Aw.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
So the Admiral herself actually plotted her course. Nice.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience.
Yeah,
Which will be of great
kinda.
comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be a dungeon on sea this time though.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
Was she like, wait, is she talking about me?
All aboard!
Now I'm wondering the same thing. Was she actually talking about me or about Arendelle and her? I'm confused. Well, whatever.
I trust
No, we're not even 10 minutes in, I'm already confused. Time. It is the exact same ship model. So why do we arrive on a different one? Or was it just, you know, like for cinematic purposes?
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World,
Oh, suddenly
known to our
that's
children
there.
as the continent of Tural.
Arendelle is the... I think that's Arendelle, right? Nah, of course she does that. Arendelle is the narrator of this expansion, I guess. I saw your foot clipping into the boat there.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
Well, it's probably gonna be one of his children, right? So that makes sense. Maybe it's gonna be me who sits on the throne. I'm just gonna, you know, like I have daggers. I could just stab her in the back in the end, I guess, and be like, ha 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 ha, I am Dawn servant now. Wait, I'm the Dawn herself, right? So I am Ansem, indeed. Well, I was. I'm not anymore. Boo. Yeah, just a short sail. I mean, look at this. Honestly, it is a much shorter sail than over to Othard, I guess. Oh. We're arriving at this ship. We're not pulling a Jack Sparrow and enter the harbor on a nutshell. It didn't like sinks while we're entering the harbor. Oh wait, we're still on sea. Ah! Don't count your chickens too early.
Smooth sailing so far.
Massacres.
Aye, so far so good.
That would not be the voice that I gave you, but hey.
This sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I can deal with gales.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
I've defeated some, you know, like incarnations of wind before. It's not the gale I'm worried about. It's the fact that we arrived on a very small boat in the trailer, and not on a big ship like this one.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Well, it might of course be that, you know, like the map is not actually correct distances, right? When comparing Author, but was she on the ship to Author? I guess not, right? Was she? Probably not. But yeah, it looked like, you know, like from, I think we started from Limsa Lominsa there, right? So from Limsa Lominsa to Author, it would have been a much longer cruise than this one, at least on the map. Also, I hate that they don't just say how long it has been. You know, like, I want to know what the distance is between. Yeah.
Of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact.
Well, makes sense.
I was
Who's
able
that?
to learn a few things about
Looks special.
Tuliyollal and the Rite of Succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Do I? No, I just want to arrive. I want to eat tacos. Where are you going? They were the other way.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
No, he had his nose in a book for the whole journey and didn't even realize he was in open waters, I guess. Look at the texture of the wood. Oh! I should say the fabric on my attire looked a little underwhelming, at least from how close I could get by zooming in. But everything else, you know, like that is actually made for Dawntrail looks awesome. I mean, look at the... Well, okay, don't zoom too far in, I guess. But apart from that, look at the texture of all of this. And the metal, and the shine on the metal. Oh, it's great! Have you spoken with the shipmates? Oh, no, I wanted to talk to you first, because of course I wanted to talk to Cryle first, come on. Tural is still a good distance away, and it might be a pleasant way to pass the time. Sure. I can feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. Oh, come on, you're bored already. Why didn't you bring a book like Alfino? Well, she probably wouldn't have been pleased with that anyways. How about some light sparring later? Sure, light spar. I like light sparring, right? Bonjontan. Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. Bonjontan's the name. I was working at... Eshtheim? I was working at Eshtheim's Aesthetics in Uldar, you see. But my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Sharlayan in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. Suddenly opened up? That doesn't sound good. Also, I actually know some person in Sharlayan that is, you know, like running their own tailoring business. Maybe, you know, like I could hook you up. I'm told the Dawn Sun welcomes all... I just realized I've never done this quest line. Oh my god, I need to do that. I'm told the Dawn 7 welcomes all, regardless of origin, and so Tuliyollal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. So what happened? Now I wonder what happened. I wonder what the city will be like. How many do I need to talk to? 5. Okay, I don't want to miss anyone who doesn't have a quest sign. I see you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain deception, but with more of you Eorzans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. So you're doing what the natives of, what the indigenous people of the Americas are also doing, be like, yeah, oh yeah, there's tourists over there, we need to, you know, like talk like they think we would be talking. Oh man, come on. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we had come to lick our wounds. Mercenary? Oh yeah, it says retired mercenary. I look forward to a long soak in the hot springs of Urkupacha, and no complaints when I dance in the bathing and no complaints when I dance the bathing dance. Oh, I guess you had complaints. Well, I wouldn't know why people would complain, I guess. Burly adventurer. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the Great Kettenram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot in Tyrol, almost 80 years ago. That was only... Oh yeah, it was only 80 years ago, right? I already almost forgot. I'm still thinking of South America, which of course, like discovery of America from European people has been a little longer ago. And Mamulja's leader is said to have welcomed Kettenram with open arms, and Kettenram brought some, you know, like bacteria and viruses that they weren't accustomed to, and therefore wiped out 90% of the population. Right, that's how it happened. And sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn. The Lalafell come from there. Which spreads across the Orsa like wildfire. Yeah, Lalafell everywhere, I know. It's a real pest. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Potatoes. Tales say Kettenram returned to Tyrol several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. You're talking about that very lightly, you know, like, given the fact that we are on said ocean, like in the middle of said ocean. Some parts of Tyrol are said to be so... I can feel it how they're building it up. Yeah, something's gotta happen on this boat, right? They're building up to it, they're building tension for it, so they gotta release the tension, I guess. Some parts of Tyrol are said to be so remote that not even Kettenram made it to them. If I could explore those places, then perhaps I'd become even more famous than him. Sure, who knows? Lalafell Gleaner. Oh, now I know that adjective, I guess. I'd heard Aranwell was looking for passage to Tuliyollal, so I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Tyrol. Oh, that's convenient. Can we go on the deck? Passage to Orsa. Oh, okay, we cannot go on the deck. They just have a portal handy here to go back to shoreline, right? Self-assured trader, an adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Uldar, specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Tyrali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetsaro to be referred instead by the names of certain clans. What clan is that? Oh, the clan of H, I guess. Wait, but there's different types of Mikote. There's sun. What are they called? Oh god. You know, like the moon ones and the sun ones. Seekers of the Sun and Keeper of the Moon. There we go. So, which one do they refer to? The Hrothgar, the Exprawl, or Exprawl. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. Oh, so they're talking about the local clans, I guess. Okay. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Wait, so it's... So they use, like, the names of clans which consist of a great number of a specific race as a reference to that race. But if you would be calling someone of that race the name of a clan they don't belong to, you would be offending them. That's kind of stupid. But I guess languages be like that sometimes, right? And cultures. The goods I'm bringing over, I just realized you're a Lalafell as well. I thought you were a tall Ellison. But you're sitting on the barrel. I thought he was standing, but he's sitting on the barrel. Like, like standing and having the arms crossed in front of him, right? The goods I'm bringing over on this trip are a rare sight to the Tyrali, so I expected to make a decent profit. The local merchants are an agreeable folk. Help me now! I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. They're really building up the tension here. Yeah, something's gotta happen. Yeah, if not, I'm gonna riot. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. ... Would be so mean if they're just like, ah, hey, here we arrived. Yay, everything went well. Wealthy sailor. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. Well, I'll bet on Wuklamot, simply because I'm probably assisting her. I'm pretty sure I cannot choose differently, so... Then again, I was theorizing about them in building a triumvirate. She said of the 4 children of the Dawn Servant, right? One of them should not be allowed to rule, right? So I was thinking maybe the other 3 form a triumvirate in the end, because obviously Wuklamot doesn't look like she's actually fit to lead, and it's probably for the others. They're not combining all the perks that you need as a leader, in my opinion. She didn't seem very... I said she had the heart, but probably not the brains. Sorry, that's the first impression I got from her. So maybe they should rule together, and maybe that's how it's gonna come out. There are 4 claimants in the Rite of Succession, your young Wuklamot being one of them, of course. But from what the Mamuja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. Really? They don't want to bet? Weird. I guess the 3rd promise is the Gilganos Guild then? No, that wouldn't make sense, right? Because he's not part of the Gilganos Guild. I don't know. We'll probably find out. I'm pretty sure I've not heard that before, so I don't think it's just my memory being wrong there. Wait, I recognize you. You're the champion of Eorzea. Oh yeah, that's me. If the 3rd promise also not just Eorzea, of the universe, please, come on. I saved the universe. Well, I did save the universe. Or at least the galaxy, I don't know. The 3rd promise has you on his side. Is it Wuklamot? Oh, not many are keen to bet on the 3rd promise. So, now I get it. Okay, so Wuklamot is the 3rd promise, right? She's probably the 3rd of the contenders. Or his 3rd child. Dawn Servant's 3rd child or something. As you on his side, then that shifts the odds a fair bit. I might have to change my bet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh no, he's betting with insider information. That's illegal. Also, what the heck is that? Oh, that's just some fire crystals. Because why wouldn't you have fire crystals on board of a wooden ship? What could go wrong? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Oh, Arya indeed getting seasick. Didn't look so at the beginning. But I was wondering about the last time, right? Because I think she was rather happy to be back on solid ground, I think she said, right? But then again, I don't know if that was just because she's been on sea for long, or if she actually gets seasick, like me. Which is why, for example, we don't have the water occlusion in the water. It just goes like because that makes me actually sick. Did you learn anything of interest? A lot! Yeah, we should, bet all... We should contact Tattery. She should be betting on the 3rd promise. With a lot of money. But I know Tattery. She's probably already done that, I guess. Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clown names. Oh, that's what we're going with. Well, okay. I should have Wuklamot and Aaron will teach us the ones we should know. I'm not gonna remember anyways. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. But there's a portal there back to Sharlayan. I don't want to go back to Sharlayan. We only just came so far. Aww. Surprise. Oh, Leviathan. Surprise, motherfuckers. Like the intro cutscene of 1.0. Oop. Really, we get the plang, plang, plang.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
She is seasick. I love it.
How's your stomach? Any better?
That's me. That would be me on that ship.
What
Voyage.
you mean? I don't get seasick.
She's doing the classic shonen hero thing, right? Where we'd be like, ah, no, I'm fine. I'm not afraid. Blah.
I'm
Not a
just
character trait
feeling
I enjoy.
a little nauseous is all.
Just be honest. Well, I guess it's a different culture for her, right? Being one of the children of the Dawn Servant, she probably doesn't want... You know, the problem is she's showing her weakness so obviously that I think it's weaker to not stand to that than trying to, like, be playfully ignorant about it.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
It is, yes, I can confirm.
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Shaktura, okay, so the X... Oh, so it's actually Shabral, not X-Brawl, I guess, Shabral. Okay, so the X is like in Chinese, I think the X is also pronounced as a sh, right? The Shetona, Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oh no, something happened on the voyage. Who'd have thought?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I'm just gonna stay down here. They have it under control. They don't need me. I mean, what can I even do against wind? It's not like a primal would be controlling that, right? I can only deal with primals. I cannot be like, wind, go away. Not as a ninja, at least. Maybe I could as a white mage. I do have a level 90 my white mage, so I could just, you know, like, equip the different drop crystal. Why are we going on deck? What can we do? Oh, maybe we can get on the sails. They have magic. Why do they need to send people up there?
Rage with such fury before or since.
The gods don't want us to help Buklamat. We should see this as a sign. Are you telling me we're actually entering Tural on a rescue boat? Oh god, I would be puking all over the place.
Sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Yeah, that's why you don't go on deck. Just leave the sailors do that. In a storm. So what are the pistols about? It's like a Chekhov's gun.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses.
Oh, okay, that's what they used for.
From the lightning.
Why didn't they activate it before? What the heck? They literally had this for exact this case. Why didn't they activate it when they saw a storm coming?
Life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practice.
I've done that before. A long time ago, you know, like I've fought sea serpents before. But thanks for being impressed.
Too threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Yeah, mistake.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural.
We're not sinking, really?
In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Really? It was just a battle against the storm? Oh, come on. I want to fight something. I guess we're gonna get some fighting done soon-ish. Once we arrive. Hey, we're playing Dawntrail. I only just realized. Yay. Oh, she looks so good. It's funny how they show this side because that's where the bangs hide her eyes, right? It makes her look so emo. Or it's like, oh, like a shot. It is like, oh, you don't know how bad she's feeling. Oh, she looked pretty good there. Also, why was she sitting alone? Where's everybody else? Back. I mean, they already did the 1.0. Whoa, that's some lighting, I guess. They already did the 1.0 throwback in Endwalker, right? Felt like they would be doing again. Alright, show us Tural and the title card. I'm really disappointed though that we're not actually arriving in that small boat from the trader. False advertisement!
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Morning? Was that how I'm sleeping? Well, I guess, you know, like, I'm a storied adventure, right? That's just how we sleep. I mean, that's, you know, like, Aura have the weird issue of having their horns on the sides of their heads, so they probably sleep a little differently anyways, right? Is that actually addressed anywhere? I wonder if there's like any Eorzea encyclopedia where you can actually, you know, like read up on how Aura actually sleep. That would be interesting to know. I mean, of course, there's different options. It's not like I couldn't think of one. Also, I think, you know, like the horns might be very handy if you're like lying on outside as an adventurer on the earth. It's probably like more convenient to lie on your horn in the mud, or, you know, like you're on the earth, on the soft soil or whatever, than on the temples.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
I have to admit, of course, I've never been on a myself. I've never been on a large sea travel because, well, it do get heavily seasick. So, you know, like we have ships, of course, on, you know, like on our lakes in Switzerland, but they're not big. I've never been on the ocean or anything, or on any sea for a longer voyage, I would say. So I've never been on a cruise or anything. So I don't know how it would feel there, but it would probably be horrible for me. But I don't know if there is actually this point where at some point, you know, like, it's like, okay, now you've puked enough and now it's just gonna be fine. I don't think so, but, well, whatever, I guess. But it's for sure gonna be better in not silent waters. Calm waters.
Can't be much farther now.
Than in a storm.
Can it?
Probably not. Oh, we're sailing pretty quickly, I would say. Yeah, they usually don't leave the coast or too far, I guess.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to
Wouldn't
have
that have been
my
a
pessimism proven wrong.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to hammer the fact home that, you know, like, no, this is just gonna be a fine little summer vacation. There's nothing bad gonna happen. See, it was just a storm. It went past. It wasn't a sea serpent. It wasn't the Kraken or anything else. It was just a storm. Don't worry, it's gonna be a fine summer vacation.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat.
Oh, it's the land. Okay. Really?
Close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliyollal's coasts.
Oh, that makes sense, actually. Wait, and how did you bring over all the cargo with small boats? Really? And it's just normal boats, not even, you know, like tripanes. I think they're called tripanes, and like the one with the... Maybe, I don't know. Well, at least we get to arrive in the port using the small boat, I guess. And it makes a whole lot more sense to use that just for, you know, like, the last kilometer or two, instead of crossing the ocean with it, I guess. Not like people would have done this before in this game, right, Kosetsu?
We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Would have. You're like, nah, I don't want to anymore.
If anything,
Bye-bye.
it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm.
That's actually a huge landing boat compared to the rest of the size of the bigger vessel, right? Why did they pull that behind, or how does it work? How did they fit that inside of the ship? Or aside the ship? I mean, if it's like modern rescue boats where they're like hanging on the sides of the ship, right? They would have to have at least 2 of them, but it looks far too big, but okay, whatever.
As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
It's actually really mean. It's like, nobody's giving it them. Nobody wants to bid on the 3rd promise. Wait, what? The warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea, the hero of every person on this planet is helping them. Oh yeah, you know, like maybe their chances aren't that bad, right? It makes sense, I guess, but still.
Then I better not let you down.
Hooah!
Easy, stomach. Easy.
I really like the look of the... I don't actually think it's gold. It's more like bronze, I think, right? Or maybe even copper.
Then let's shove off, shall we?
Of that metal ornament she's wearing. Title card. Title card. Title card. Come on. Title card. There we go. Don't look at the top of the screen. Looks weird. Oh wow, interesting. It is actually the same shot as in the trailer. And the same dialogue. Nice. Oh, but with our own warrior of light inside of it. Nice. Oh, but she doesn't pull up the hood. Boo! She doesn't even have a hood. I don't think I can actually put it on, right? Would be nice if I could. I'm only gonna enjoy myself when there's some action going.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
What is she wearing? Oh, she's taking off the
Last, we are come to
headwear.
the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
It's gorgeous. Title card! Come on! Give it to me! Ah, nice. Oh, it's a night. Suddenly it's night. Yeah, it's a night theme, I guess. Jazzy. Didn't have too many jazz pieces inside this in this game so far. Totally me. Wow. Cliffs with the foliage looks gorgeous. But you Mickey. The name of that guy. I wonder if actually that many people are gonna be
Gods.
NPCs are gonna
I've
be
seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
wandering around outside of the cutscene as well. Kind of like for performance reasons, I wonder. Did it say they like had an engine update for all of that, right? So hopefully. Impressive mix of cultures. You haven't even seen like take 2 minutes, and we've been to many different places before.
No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
What is actually the Place in the old world with the most diverse cultures. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. Actually true when you think about it. There is a lot of different peoples and cultures that we've met on our journeys so far, of course, but they haven't really been at one place all at the same time, right? Especially not the beast tribe that are not called beast tribes anymore, but what are they called? Allied societies. Yeah, allied societies, I think, right? You know, like, it's 2024. Cannot call them beast tribes anymore, right?
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tuliyollal are still few and far between.
Really, it didn't look like that in the
And
trailer.
as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Oh, that's interesting. Why don't you build seafaring ships? Didn't, like, one of the contenders want to invade Garlemald with, like, no history of building any seafaring ship? Well, the whole army is just gonna sink in the middle of the ocean. Nice.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Yep, white people.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
That's not Sharlayan. Probably not.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
I'm sure you filled out all the forms before you went on this voyage, right? Hello.
You are outsiders?
Yeah, they're...
Visitors to Tural?
Oh my god, their outfits... His outfit looks... stunning. Holy crap. Compared to what I'm wearing. Oh my god. Woo.
We are.
What's that face?
Our
We
nation
are.
is soon to hold a Rite of Succession to choose its next Dawn servant.
Yeah, we know that.
You will not
That's why
allow
we're here.
interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliyollal?
We are seeking to interfere, said servant, said contest from the Dawn servant. Actually, so, okay, bye.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Bid? Ah! So it is a gamble after all.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Did it really take them 5 seconds to recognize her? Wow. She might not be as
Please accept our apologies.
prominent as she thinks she is, right?
No need to bow and scrape.
Not like you
Soldiers
on that
are
ship,
so
right?
diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Kind of weird. The Rothgar's face looks a little less detailed than the Mamuja's scaly skin, right?
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Yeah, right.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tuliyollal.
Oh, nice sunrise. Wonder if that's scripted. Or if it's just a perfect coincidence. I've had those coincidences before, funnily. Because that was a perfectly timed sunrise. It is! It was just pure chance. Nice. 6 AM Eorzea time. Wait, why didn't I see the... Yikes. Okay. I didn't realize you could talk to the others, but I can still do that. Ah, it's so nice to... Why do they appear when I talk to her? They should disappear when I talk to NPCs, but okay. It's so nice to feel the familiar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. Yeah, you just left it in Shoreline, right? The stomach. I wonder what kind of trouble the soldiers are expecting. They're expecting Captain Jack Sparrow. With an amazing city, as lively as Uldar and even more colorful. Yeah, Uldar is not very colorful. You could have compared it to Razatan, I guess. According to Ironville, the Vanu I thought I saw belongs to a clan known as the Hanu Hanu. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. Yeah. Well, despite the storm's efforts, to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound, unfortunately. Good fanfare. You have arrived in Tuliyollal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlia. I would ask if the journey tired you, but I'm sure you've endured far worse. Kinda. Probably not, actually, when I think about it. According to... okay, same dialogue. The Nation of Tuliyollal. While being on solid ground has improved Vuklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Oh yeah! Summer vacation! Woo! Actually, I have to work next week, so boo. Right then, first things first. Again. Ugh. Okay, second thing. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I love the shallow water. With the corals and everything. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the Rite of Succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. You're sure you're in any condition to do so? Let's just wander around a bit. Aha! Curious passerby. We were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Ha! She's gonna fairly need it. That's how it sounds. Followers? Vuklamat, are you unwell? Nope, she's totally fine. No, at all. Not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my handpicked. Who is the strongest person on this planet? I picked that one. Probably the strongest person on this planet. As for my handpicked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the Rite of Succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Is that the same as before, without the armor? He looks same-ish. Or maybe my memory is just really bad. Which it is, actually. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Yeah, let us just stroll around a little bit on our own, please. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, so she doesn't do that. Which is nice, she said. A leader of the people, I guess. But you're just so easy to approach. And she's probably like partying every weekend in the local pub. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you are a bother to me. Yeah. Yeah. Not sure if you should be saying that as a leader, but okay, whatever. Which is kind of funny because in Switzerland, of course, we have our government comprises of 7 people actually, right? You know, like the highest. We don't have. We do have a president, but it's just a ceremonial position. It's not. They don't actually have more power than the other 6 in the Bundesrat. And people who visit Switzerland are always very shell-shocked, basically, when they see one of them, you know, like just casually taking the normal train without any bodyguards or anything, because it's just. We don't need any better bodyguards for our government, because first of all, there's 7 of them. They don't really have the same power as a president of France or the Bundeskanzler of Germany, etc., etc. Right? It's just like, yeah, they just go to. Well, of course they have like private limousines and stuff, but yeah, they sometimes take the train too, which is kind of funny. I mean, I've never seen any of them because I don't live near Bern, which is where the government sees, right? But yeah. You can see like, you know, like videos and TikToks and stuff about people being like, oh my god, that's Look, President of Switzerland. And he's just standing there on the platform as everybody else. I'm not sure if they actually like you approaching them though and be like, hey, can we take a selfie? Probably not. Also, just because you don't see any bodyguards doesn't mean that they're on there anyway, right? They might just be hiding. Probably not though. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think there's like an official like secret service or anything in Switzerland though. That would be like be responsible for the safety of them. At least not at all times. Even like official business and stuff. But then of course, but not for their like private lives. They did have a point. Uklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? Yummy, you and Kryl can come with me. Sure, we are not gonna... Okay, whatever. Attract any attention, I guess? I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we have had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. I don't have time enough. I only have 3 days to no-life the shite out of this. And then I have to work for 5 days. Which is very unusual for me, unfortunately. But yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot choose when I have to work. At least not in like that short. On short notice. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Vuklamat's nausea subsides. I'm not nauseous. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Exactly. I like Kryl's face. Tuliyollal is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my eyes closed. If this tour were a ship, it'd be plain sailing all the way. The word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Wandering around the city is so exciting, and unfamiliar wonders everywhere. Everywhere we look. Gemilja. Welcome back. Next time I'll have you carry the... Oh, forgive me. I mistake you for a dock worker. Oh, that wasn't a cheerful welcome back, I guess. Let's explore the city. And touch the... all the aetherites. I forgot that was a thing, actually. This is Bayside Ferry, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. I'd like some item level 10 billion gear, please. Alright, I should mention that here in Tuliyollal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Vachumekimeki, another market to the east of here. Wait, I thought that was a person, not a market. But I can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Yeah, who's interested in crafting anyways, right? Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. Ha! I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Lefts. Interesting. One of me. Here at the Wing of Reflection, we offer work to willing and artisans by way of petitions filled... Wait, so this is where we get the scripts. Wait, wasn't what you make the... Oh, okay, interesting. I guess it's somewhere over there then. I guess that's where we're gonna get the scripts as for the crafting. Only 44 FPS, are you kidding me? What the heck? But neither my GPU nor my CPU or anything else of my system is remotely capped out. What the heck is going on? Also, changing anything doesn't change anything, so maybe it's just because there's so many people around. Weird. Very, very weird. But it looks gorgeous. Alright, don't forget to touch the aetherite shards. Didn't even know where to go. Well, I guess they just want us to explore. But she did say... Did they fix it? Oh, they fixed it! Nice! Finally! Because, you know, I have the option that, you know, like, as you can see, my ground targeting mode is capped at the max range of the skill, right? But I realized before on Endwalker that whenever you were running up slopes or down slopes, that the maximum range would be a little outside. So it would like cap a little outside of your actual range. Because, you know, like it's below. It's further away from you, right? But probably because it's below your own level. It didn't realize it was out of range. So sometimes it wouldn't work as you would expect it to. But it seems they fixed that, so that's great. No, never mind. That's what I mean, see? That's out of range. But it's better than before, I guess. That looks like a housing district, actually. 4 art cabins. What is this? My apologies, madam, but we have no vacancies at present. Ah, see? A hotel. I guess that's where we leave the city. Look at this place, it's so gorgeous, oh my god. It's so gorgeous, it makes my frames drop. Well, not my frames, but my frame rate. For reasons I don't know why. That's the third plaza, I see. Foliage is great, but it doesn't interact with us. Oh, the grass does now interact with us, I guess. Cool. But not big by the big plants here. What do you think of that, eh? Well, it's a big aetheryte. I've seen many of those before. Goodness me, you have aetherytes in Tuliyollal. I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Sharlayan. But then why didn't you just teleport back here instead of doing the seasick voyage? He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of aetheryte construction. Our power warmed to the idea at once. He had one built immediately. And everywhere else in the country as well, probably. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again. It's nice that he actually tell you to do that. We'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Tural. Let's make a stop at Bright Bloom Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters of the Lance Guard. Nope, wrong one. Thank goodness for aetherytes. Though I don't share Vuklamat's dislike of ships, I'm not especially eager to make that voyage again. Why not? Wasn't it a leisurely leisurely ride? Ooh, I like this big ramp here. Looks gorgeous, oh my god. What the heck? Look at this. Oh, they weren't promising too much when they said the foliage would be great. Holy crap. Discuss Tuliyollal's elevation. Rushing up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I can feel that. I understand now where Vuklamat gets her endless endurance. You have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Big wagons, actually. At least 2 of them, side by side. Oh my god! What the heck? Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, this is huge. It doesn't look that big on the map, you know? God, look at that. Holy crap. It's so freaking beautiful. Frick, man, this... Oh my god. Let's play tag, you're it. This is the... Wow. By far the most gorgeous city they've created so far. Well, that's the Dome Throne, I guess. Wow. They even built a port, basically like a seaside port over there. But it, well, makes sense, I guess, for the ships to anchor. We didn't see that when we anchored there. Would have made sense for the ship to be there, I guess. No, like the ship being a... Ah, okay, so basically they have landing boats on the site. They didn't bring it with the ship. It was just here. Ah, that makes a whole lot of more sense, I guess. Wow. Just wow, this is... Woo! Super impressive. Incredible. This is almost a little letdown here now, I would say, you know, like... I mean, sure, it's great, but it's just, you know, like, stone. Great. Also, the FPS drops are getting worse over here. I'm not sure if they've never had a city that was that big, I would say. They're like, just area-wise. I mean, that's all the same loading zone as well. Maybe that's why the frames drop like that, right? Probably. All one zone. I mean, they had Hingashi, right? Not Hingashi. They had Kugani, right? But area-wise, this feels so much larger, especially because of the elevation, right? Of the verticality. Actually, let's go to the other Aetherytes real quick. Wow, it's... Oh, and the shadows look pretty good, but still. There's still some anti-aliasing errors, right? Yeah. Same model. Ooh. How dare they put the same model of father or mother and child twice in the city. Or even more. God, it's so beautiful. It's... Oh my god, I want to... I want to just keep taking screenshots. Holy crap. It looks so good. I love how there's so many different layers to the city, and you can just stand up here and watch players run around on the lower levels. Oh! I've never thought I would be so astonished just, you know, like by a major city hub. You can even jump on the buildings. Yes. There's gotta be a jump puzzle somewhere, right? I don't really want to do it now, but there's gotta be one, right? Oh, I cannot jump up there. Imagine. Wu Klamat and her entourage found death in front of the building while they were trying to jump up for no apparent reason. The third promise is no more. We're missing 3. Oh yeah, I haven't been over there. Oh, that's right, I am. I'm missing 2. Okay. Let's go to watch make it real quick. So that we have all of them and reach the end of the quest, right? This is... Now, this really feels like a city. You know, like, I think even Kugane had that, like, oh yeah, you can totally see this, you know, like, it's in a video game. But this just really feels like an actual port city. It's like, wow. I mean, city, it's not a city, of course, you know, like, just by the size, it's like the port quarter of a city. But it looks like, you know, like a port quarter would probably look. Except there's still too much spacing between the tables. And not enough tables. Oh, wait. Why am I running? Why am I running? Why am I running? I could just teleport. Then again, I guess we gotta have to make Price's small legs work out a little more, right? Sprint up the ramp! Last one is a stupid chocobo. Bright Bloom Post. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Lance Guard are led by our nation's strongest warriors, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Soralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. So his first promise is probably gonna be the one that she doesn't want to be leading, right? Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to do anything. Yeah, I did realize that you're like the odd one out and like the weakest link, as it seems. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alfino and LSA should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. Zoralja, that's clearly a Mamulja name. An interesting family. Well, of course, a Mamulja father would have Mamulja sons and daughters, even though they might just be adopted, right, as well. Oh god, I'm in love with this city. It's freaking gorgeous. Skygate? Oh, that's probably the big bridge, right? That leads over to the northern part of Ural. I'm just vibing with the music. Reminds me of of the gate levels in Crash Bandicoot 1. The Great Gate. Massive, isn't it? I would love to just see a Bandicoot jump over the over the ramparts of the gate. Is it ramparts? I think it is. No, it's just ornaments, I guess. And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both are constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yok-Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Shak-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle. The two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Well, it wasn't really, it didn't really split the fabric of existence into 14 different shards, I guess, so that's only second most impressive in what we've seen two gods do while they were fighting. Familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Heidel and Zodiac. Yeah, not only you, Kryle. But getting back to Shak-Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliyollal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. Wow. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve this peace, the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Yes, I am. Crossing the bridge to Shak-Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over. Alright, gotta win it quickly then. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Now I have a reason to make you Dawn Servant. Okay, I'm in. Then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words, exactly. You really mean that? Heh. Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Yeah, exactly. I have a mission to go where nobody has gone before. Well, actually, there's probably been people there. But we need to honor the last words of Emet-Selch, of Hades. To discover all these places, to travel everywhere we can. At least in the game, I guess. Tired from all this walking? Not really, no. I mean, actually I am. My legs feel tired just from watching, but Yomi is different. He has much more endurance than I have. Take a moment to rest and we'll continue the tour. But we're not finished? Dang. We must have covered half the city by now. I've been everywhere already. Dang, I didn't realize we would be going everywhere. I thought we would just go here and then, I don't know. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I've visited. Oh yes, it is. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Me too. Although I've already seen what we're going to. Let's see. 645. I have 665, so it's gonna be a while, I guess, until we trade in the. I like weapons. Creation stories are often rooted in true events. Given the similarities, could it be that Tural's legend was inspired by Heideland's clash with Zodiac? I don't think so. I think it was two different people. A city of stairs. Vuklamat is ready to commence the second half of your Tuliyollal tour. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? What is a dirigible? Don't know. I'm gonna find out probably. Tuliyollal certainly doesn't want the methods of travel. We get by. Now if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of Dawn. The Arc. I guess it's the Arc. Is the Arc or the Arch? The Arc of the Dawn is on the other side of the city. So speech up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? Are we there yet? What about this? Vuklamat, tell me about this. What about this? What about this plant? What about this tree? What about this flower? What about this stone? Oh, he doesn't actually say anything. What about this animal? What about this person over there? Do you know him by name? What about these flowers? Ah! When can I get a... You do realize they will have to make a housing district here, right? I mean, millions of players will be screaming for a housing district in this city. Me included. I hope you aren't too tired. Tuliyollal still has plenty of sights to see. Yeah, we're going up the stairs. You're gonna have fun, Kryl, I guess. It's a little unfair, she has this so short legs. Very short legs. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. That's not really a mountain. That's just a cliff. This was originally the site of Yokhui Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge of Tuliyollal to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yokhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace sitting practically in the center of Tuliyollal. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. So like these probably, right? Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyollal so far. We climbed these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Oh, I was waiting for Kryl to be like, really? Oh. Well, I'm actually kind of glad that we went up here before, because now that, you know, like the vista isn't really as gorgeous as before. Where did all the fog come from? Papa's place. Papa's crib. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what the carving at the top represents. Birds. Of course it's birds. And down the stairs. Yes, Cry, we just went up the stairs to go down the stairs again. Aren't you happy? That's the Resplendent Quarter, right? Stairs leading up to the peak can get pretty steep. Careful you don't fall. I've been one step away from death more than a few times. Really? Well. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? We have residents from all the Tuliyollal clans. Mamulja, Shpral, Pelupelu, Moblin, Hanuhanu. We also have Tonawafta, Hetsaro, and Chetona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Tuliyollal. I think the Hetsaro were the Mikote, right? What were they saying about Chetona? Viera? I think Chetona were Viera, right? I would say Tonawafta are probably Lalafell. Tonawafta. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tuliyollal. A true representation of Tuliyollal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I agree. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Already getting... We just spent a whole day running around the city. Well, I guess that's what you do when you're on vacation, actually, right? Oh, the alpaca! Are we gonna ride alpacas? Well, not really, but we could ride alpacas, I guess. The huge drum. Wait, what huge drum? Am I blind? I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Oh, they... Ah? I mean, I've seen them in the trailer, of course. But I can't see any of them here. What are you... Oh, this one. I see. That is a huge drum. Indeed. That big drum here is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Lance God's return from a dangerous duty. Are they gonna be playing it for us? Probably. They are gonna. They're doing the Chekhov's gun again. They have to play this drum until the end of... not until, but before the end of Dawntrail. Like 7.0. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Are you stupid? Oh my god. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think it was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Have your newest leader, Vuklamat. Yay! Of a nation that spans 2 continents. Yay! I'm still gonna do it because I want to cross that bridge, so I don't care what happens to the nation. I wanted to jump the fence. Welcome, if it's an alpaca you need, you look no further. Nope, I just wanted to talk to you. You know, actually that makes me wonder if they're gonna do more verticality now in the game, because, you know, like, verticality like this was really missing from the game, I feel. Right? I'm not talking like jump puzzles, but especially also in... Hopefully they will do some verticality in battle encounters as well now. I really hope so, and not just, you know, have the same flat battle arenas as before all the way. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? What are dirigibles? Oh, the balloons. I see. Like the Ixaw. I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliyollal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kona brought back the plans from Sharlayan, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. You only have those for 3 years? Wow, okay. Not sure if I should be. Well, it's a Sharlayan design, right? So it should be fine. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. This one? Yeah, as you can see, I've you know, like, hidden all the nameplates of the players. For more immersion, you know. I want to play this as a roleplay, I want to play this as an RPG, not as an MMO. At least, you know, like the MSQ. This is it, the Ark of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Tural Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliyollal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozamauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing. Well, okay. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Alpacas! I want to pet them. Very fluffy. It's so fluffy! Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. What experience did you have with those alpacas? And did you get Did you get spit at by them? Fearsome. They seem quite placid to me. Just stay away at least 5 meters. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. Whew. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. For sure. These pillars what Vuklamat wanted to show us. Probably. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliyollal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? City of Stairs. This spot captured Kryl's attention. A saga in stone. Kryl regards the stone pillars curiously. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there is something much more interesting. Okay. Well, I guess they're like memorials. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel impending duty finder registrations. Sure. Inspect the stone pillars. Is it gonna be a point and click? Or are people gonna walk up to me and be like, tell me what this one says? Oh, we need to solve a riddle. I would like that. I actually really like that it's dark right now, so you can see the candles in front of it, right? In front of all pillars. Special lighting on the relief. Actually looks like a relief. I wonder if it is, or if it's just... I think it's just flat, right? It's really just the shading. Pictures? Wait. No, those are glyphs. They seem to tell us a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Golul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyollal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Okay, see you in 2 years. What about the Rite of Succession? Oh, that's different. Yay! New quest design. Click, confirm. Can I click on something else? Aww. Is she gonna be like Yashtola? Be like, there's nothing to be gained from looking at my backside. I beg to differ. 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. Okay. That's the only one I could choose from anyways, so thanks, I guess. Let's go right to left. Lay of Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Shabral, like me. Also the Shabral or the Hrothgar. Yeah, right, that's what they were saying. I didn't forget that. No, not at all. For decades, the Shabral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyollal. Tuliyollal. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bosha known as Hellions. In the society... Oh, that's Kryl. I was just like, wait, what? How did she know that? In the society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Shabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. The Lay of Pots. Oh, let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. Yeah, almost as if they didn't want to, create more assets. Which is fine with me, I don't mind. It's about recontextualizing assets and content, it's not a plain copy, it's recontextualization. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story of when Papa visited the Hanu in the village of Kozamauka, in Kozamauka. Ah, the people Alfino almost mistook for Vanu, not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I also did so. Yes, I also did so. Right? I don't know how it is with you Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Oh, I hope we're gonna see that. We love festivals. I hope there's gonna be music. This pillar tells the Lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Cat something. Really, you can remember all these names, but not the name of Cat. Never mind. Kettenrum. I actually don't remember. I know it finishes with rum, but I think there's something in between cat and rum, right? So continuing on, I can never remember the name. Yeah, exactly. You mean Kettenram? It was N. Okay, Kettenram or Keatonram. Kettenram. I think it's Kettenram. Ah, that's the one. Kettenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Kettenram's disappearance is a mystery in Aussie as well. City of Gold! The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it assumed he was lost at sea. Also interesting, yeah. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. There's more! Yay! Actually, I am enjoying myself. I'm really enjoying myself, even though I haven't pressed a single combat skill. It feels like hours, but it's been like almost 2 hours already. And these 4 comprise the rest of the saga. Oh, well, thank you, I guess. A layer of proof. I hope there's not going to be a test about this, because I already forgot all of the previous ones. Ah, the layer of proof. That big fellow is of the Yokhui, the largest of Ral's people. He looks large. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yogg-Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Yogg-Tural. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkopacha. I've never even seen any of the kind so much as set foot in the city. Oh, but they still exist. Okay, that's interesting. So we're gonna meet them, I guess. Oh, that's what the huge mountain is in Urkopacha, right? That's what. Yeah. That's what they said in the live letter. Ah, that's gonna be fun. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Well, they still have their place in Turali history, I would say. Oh, this one is unmarked. That's gonna be our story, right? Yay. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyollal's history, whatever that might be. I wonder. Another Chekhov's gun. That's not gonna be empty at the end of 7.0, I can promise you. Lay of Ice. Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valigamanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural? I missed that. Power. Hathaway described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigamanda itself was adopted the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. Okay, we're gonna defeat it, but that's Galu Jaja, obviously. I guess he defeated him. Defeated Valigamanda before. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his 7 comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopacha mountains. Oh. Okay. Despite its reputation, however, Valigamanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliyollal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu whose homelands is in Urkopacha. Or are the Pelu Lalafell? Having created a currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. Would make sense, I guess. They oversee Tuliyollal's markets, and the traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. No, it's not the Lalafell, of course. It's the ones from Final Fantasy X, right? the one with Wachu Miki, whatever. Well, I guess that's a market, another person. I'll show you my beliefs before, but yeah, the ones with the duck bills, I guess. Don't let the size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, there we go, they are clever and calculating traders. Like the Lalafell. Is it just Lalafell with beaked masks? Are you full of history then? Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. We're just gonna eat at every city we arrive immediately, right? Which makes sense. We're warriors, I guess. Warriors have to eat. And they love eating and drinking. I like the sound of that. Tacos! Big fat tacos! Oh, big fat tacos! Oh, big fat tacos! So big! That's what we're gonna get, for sure. Have you ever heard of tacos? Oh, yes, I have. They're a Tuliyollal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Although personally, I prefer wheat tortillas instead of corn tortillas. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at the Spaljaftije West. Probably bullshit that. And I need one right in front of me, right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Abu. We're gonna eat some tacos, we're gonna eat some tacos. I love myself some tacos, yum yum yum. So many people. Brook Abu. And so, of course, this in his voice. Of course, the one with the tacos is voice.
Heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Yum 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 yum. You're gonna pay, right? Yeah, she invited us, right? Yeah, I think so.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back?
Silver
Seems their
Scales?
overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
I guess it can happen when you go to war, you know.
Reputations. The survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable?
And how many more will do so?
Home alive at all.
Come on, taco, taco,
The
taco.
legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my thoughts. Which I've voiced before. God, look at that graphics update. She looks gorgeous. Oh.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Why didn't we just eat them there?
Oh. Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Did you just stomp on my tacos? Oh. You don't make a good impression, sir. I guess that's the first promise.
Oh. No.
Don't worry, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Interesting. I wonder if new salt is just a general term for, you know, like people you don't know. If it's like, sounds like, because they call it, you know, like crossing the ocean, crossing the salt or something like that, right? So I wonder if new salt is specifically a term for, you know, like foreigners from Eorzea and the 3 continents or whatever it's called, right?
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
That is kind of true, yes.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
Why are they calling themselves brother? They're like the 2 heads of the same body. It's kind of weird, but okay. Call them brother.
My rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Nobody else, just my rivals for the throne. Who are you again? Oh, come on, don't act so surprised.
Dawn servant?
Yeah. Didn't you? Come on, try it. I know that Yomi is a blockhead, but I would have expected more of your brain, please.
No, this brute.
No.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Oh, never mind. I jumped to conclusions there. I'm sorry.
Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit
never mind.
to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn's servant.
I guess he... Now he might... Now I wonder, because they said like it's very special when a 2-headed Mamuja is born, right? It might be kind of like with, you know, like the Gerudo in Zelda, where it's like every 100 years the man is born, so the man needs to be king. It might be that he is not actually a son, or they are not actually sons of Golul Jaja, not even adopted, but they just because they're double-headed Mamuja, they might have a right to fight for the throne, right? Even though they don't belong to the family.
All peoples are equal in Tuliyollal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Wait, all peoples are equal in Tuliyollal? Are you saying that actually everybody could be joining the Rite of Succession anyways?
Shall we test that idea?
Because I don't think that's how it works.
And now, see if your strength is equal to ours.
Yeah, do so.
None of this has any bearing on the Rite of Succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Yay, we're with the runt of the litter. Well, I'd rather support her than him, of course. But there's still 2 other people, right? I want to meet Koana. And the 3rd one. I think that...
The kitten comes to
Nice.
the house cat's defense.
Yeah, because she was speaking of 4 people, and we've only so far know 3 of them, I think. I'm pretty sure we only know 3. So my theory is still that the 4th one would be the enigmatic maiden. Because that's the only one that they've shown so far that would make sense to me, but who knows? Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's Y'shtola. Nobody actually knew that she was from Tural or something like that. I don't know.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Listen to me, you.
Oh, you are so easily provoked, and you want to be a leader of a nation? I don't like the laugh of the right of the Mystic one. There he goes with his posse.
A 2-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Ah, you're gonna meet another one, don't worry.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft.
Nothing wrong in that.
Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Ah, I see.
Are there other 2-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of 3 clans. The Hubigo.
See, we should have just eaten our tacos right there. Oh my god. Also, this is clearly a wheat tortilla, not a corn tortilla.
And the Dopro.
I hope that's not going to be on the test.
A 2-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Then why don't you just breed those two clans all the time?
Indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, please. Let's replace it with another bad taste, right? No, it's probably gonna taste really good.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Yeah, we'll do so as well.
As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the Rite of Succession. Shall we meet you there?
Just after our tacos. We
The
do need those
palace it
tacos
is.
now.
I'll let Wooklamart know.
Nope, tacos.
Destiny calls.
Nope, tacos.
Perhaps we can return for more tacos.
There's always
later?
time for tacos.
So it goes.
I still haven't eaten. Come on, let her eat something. What are you doing? Please. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliyollal cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alfino and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter or even the eastern side of Talonmarch if you prefer. No, I'm just gonna teleport. That's why I was there before, when you said I shouldn't go there. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunsa. Oh, my poor empty belly. Oh, that's a big door. Okay, nice. But why is there nobody in here? Oh, never mind. There is some people. Some guards, at least. Oh, and many adventurers. Make way for the Warrior of Light. You're not Warriors of Light, go away. There are so many narrow winding streets, but even if you get lost, all you have to do is keep heading up and you'll arrive at the palace eventually. Food is amazing. Oh, shut up. Passing Mamulja, let us try a fruit called Cherry Moya. Yeah, we saw that in the trailer, I guess. And it was just sublime. We saw a two-headed Mamulja on our way here. Another claimant in the Rite of Succession, according to Erinville. Yeah, we also had the pleasure of meeting him. Or them, I guess. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri. I've seen a colibri before, so that's a big one. You know, like, usually colibris aren't very big, I say. But the contest won't wait for us forever. Upon speaking to Erinville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Can we fit this in? Wow, that's gonna be a very long first episode, I guess, but that's fitting for the dawn of a new expansion, I guess, right? Erinville has been waiting patiently for your arrival. Not even voice acted, come on. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eyes, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly curls. Ah, that look. I understand all too well. Sharlayan had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Impulsive? Interesting. Really? Why did it have to be that jingle? I hear the sound of fighting. Also, these doors are more massive than I am. I want to fight him. I was fighting him in the trailer. Come on. Oh, it's Estinian. Well, hello. Interesting. Why is he already here? Well, I guess the others are also here then. Yeah, exactly, my thought.
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh no, why is that here? Oh, he's not dead. Yes, we do.
Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunpurge to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
I guess he's gonna have to fight twice in a row now. Well, he's probably not gonna do that.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
Galul Jaja, the Dawn Servant. What else do you think? That smile. Oh, come on. Don't interrupt the fight.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Vow of Resolve. We're also here.
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Well, this is gonna be easy then. You know, like if everybody is weaker than Estinian. Why do we even care, right? I already forgot the name of the blue-haired Mamuja.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Oh, come on! Of course he's talking about Cryle. Hi. I have pink hair.
I see you, warrior.
No, he clearly was talking about Cryle. Not me. Oh no.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
What a coincidence, right?
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
Okay, the other one is just sleep.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years.
Hmm.
The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days.
Okay,
As I
interesting.
understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
She went to Sharlayan, we attacked Colibri, she went back, and she puked a lot. I think that's a fitting summary.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Except for, well, that, still not sure if that's family or not, the blue one. Probably not.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant.
Elenash.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Hi, I'm Yumi. I have pink hair.
Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then
Okay.
I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Bye, thank you. Oh, that's the fourth, okay. Oh, so not the enigmatic maiden. It was just the one in the front, I guess. That just hasn't been named so far, I guess. The one on the right now. No idea what it is, but okay. We're gonna find out.
The claimants are assembled.
Assemble, claimants!
The first promise, Zorolja.
Zorolja.
The second promise, Ona.
I like his glasses.
The third promise, Uklamat.
And this guy.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja.
Bakul Jaja.
You four will compete in the Rite of Succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Serpent.
Yeah, we know that.
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young.
80 years,
I
right?
look to thee always for inspiration.
Does Mamulja grow pretty old? I guess.
The Rite of Succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
This is the first ever Rite of Succession, I just realized it, right? Interesting.
Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples.
It's not the first, but the first for Tuliyollal. Since the foundation of Tuliyollal.
Nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to...
He only has one son, the first promise. Interesting.
That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Oh, I see. So that's how he got to be a claimant to the throne. Okay. Manners, please.
Now you have us to compete against. Ah, though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Why would he enter the tournament when he will recompete for the throne anyways?
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral.
Or that.
Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the Rite of Succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Well, okay. That's what we're here for. He's like, what? We're not just gonna beat them to a pulp?
Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact.
What if we can't find it?
If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume
And
you
that.
have proof of the city's existence?
Look at the throne, it looks so good. The material looks, oh my freaking hell. Awesome.
I offer us proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own four eyes.
Huh, interesting. Well, he knows where it is then, so haha, let's just tap into his memories or something, right?
All those years.
I just played you a fool.
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order
It looks
to
like actual
achieve
gold.
victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
It looks so good. Look at the gold. Oh my god. I have no idea if this conveys well in the video. Probably not, especially with the YouTube compression. But trust me, go there. It looks so good. Oh my hell. It looks like real gold. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Interesting. Dang, I knew it was gonna be on the test. I didn't take any notes. Yeah, it's all the 8 pillars, of course. And what's the last one gonna be? Oh, it's 7. Okay, never mind.
Tuliyollal Saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's pretty cool.
Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
Okay, I like that. Good premise.
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal.
Okay, I was kind of expecting he wouldn't tell us how to break the seal, you know, like that being part of the contest.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Wow. Thank you, Sherlock.
Exciting, isn't it?
But you can tackle them in any given order, which is probably not going to be true in the game, but technically you could.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this.
A scavenger hunt, yay!
I so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge.
Well, that would make sense if you would join the Rite of Succeeding yourself, but okay.
Rite is tedious or nonsensical, or both.
No, I'm gonna have fun. That's gonna be fun.
Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
The Rite of Succession begins now.
He is really tall. I just realized. Both of them.
Progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
And there they just leave. Well, I guess it's not the people in front that would be giving them to us, because they only each have 1 tablet and we need 4 sets of 7 each, right? I wonder if there's gonna be an 8th one, actually. There's probably gonna be an 8th one, right? Or we need to create an 8th one, and that's gonna be like the secret key thing.
Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
You knew my grandfather, right? Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
Well, he, of course, has a lot of knowledge, but probably won't share it. I think.
No,
I would assume.
not at this time.
Exactly. Nope.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the golden city. To fulfill your request,
Yeah, exactly.
would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the Rite of Succession.
Ah, don't worry, we'll have this contest won in just a
Contest is
heartbeat.
decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you have best help Lamachi win.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your golden city. Thank you for hearing my petition.
And she decided it was time to leave. Okay. I mean, Lalafell are the master race after all, right?
She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Galov. That's a lot of people. My PC also realized that. The fans immediately started going.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Yes, oh yes, this is gonna be so much fun. But I don't like that lighting.
Promise is not wont to take no for an
Doesn't make
answer.
sense.
Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
I am
Or
relentlessly
perhaps you've been moved by
enthusiastic.
the glory of the Golden City.
Does it well,
Either
yes.
way, this
Not because of the
contest for
gold,
the
but
throne
because
will
it's a
place you
mystery
and yours
to be
at the
unsolved,
heart of
to be
political
solved.
turmoil. If you are second guessing your decision,
Nope.
tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
I mean, I'm still all for a triumvirate of the three promises for governing in the end, but as long as Bakul Jaja doesn't win, it's gonna be fine, I guess. The horns look so gorgeous and the scales. Ah!
Life
Don't
is a
worry, he'll
series
come
of
over as well.
journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
Adventure!
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Slaying beasts! And enemies. Not necessarily at the same time. I want to see where this journey leads. It's an adventure. A promising one.
So you are committed to your path?
Yep.
I will speak no more of it then.
Eren...
For my own involvement,
whatever the name was,
I
right?
can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
What, are you... the fourth promise? I mean, he didn't really reveal anything. We just that he had a different name and that he was in the castle before and in the temple before, right? But I mean,
Such a fearsome name. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliyollal's mightiest warrior.
but I mean, we've known that before. They said that he was childhood friends with Vuklamat anyways, right?
Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry.
Why are you smiling? He's smiling so hard when he's saying that.
Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Also, that's not the voice I would have given that character. Serelja. Remove that maggot from my face.
Take heart, tiller of the
Of course
soil.
not.
The Resilion son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
He seems to be fit to be ruling. I mean, he should be like the Dawn Servant. Kona should be
The first promise and commander of the landscape.
Kona should be his advisor, and Vuklamat should be drinking on parties. I don't know.
Soralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
Oh, he is the child of... Oh no, Soralja. Yeah, okay, I see. I
And Resilient
mixed them
Son,
up for a second.
Is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children, yet Soralja was born all the same. With
Interesting.
The head of Sol's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Interesting.
And a
Oh, that's why
warrior's
he only has one
He says
child, right?
little, but the way he moves, I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power,
Wow.
the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Okay, maybe we don't want him on the throne. Nope, sorry.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace.
I thought Bakul Jaja would be the bad one, not the one. Interesting.
You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is
Oh,
Soralja.
really? Oh, wow, that's a surprise. Huh. So she would be fine with Bakul Jaja? Wow. Interesting. Okay, never mind. I don't want him on the throne then. Maybe we should have Bakul Jaja, right? Oh, sorry.
The echo.
I didn't see anything.
It gave me a glimpse into
Well, I can only
Soralja's
see into the past, I guess.
deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire.
That doesn't sound good.
It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Just a trifle. Kona! All alone? Interesting. He seems confident. But I guess we're also not accompanying Wuklamat, right?
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
Of course, they would say that.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the Rite of Succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's our corner. Practical to a fault.
And it's funny how far spaced out they are.
Who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from
I
a
do
royal
wonder if you
family.
can actually go back to Endwalker and see that. I mean, probably not, but it would be really great if they actually thought about that already in Endwalker, but probably not.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
But didn't you learn that on your tour around the city?
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliyollal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Okay, maybe it's not gonna be a triumvirate, but a duumvirate, is that a word? Oh, he seems to be the favorite of the people. Interesting.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Glavans.
Oh, not all of them. I see. Oh, no, they just went silent when he said lesser claimants, I guess. So how is Vuklamat fine with him, but not with... Okay.
Come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
So what's his political agenda then?
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyollal.
I mean, yeah, that's fine, but what are you... Why would people support you? I wonder.
Feeble contenders. And then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Okay. I guess he doesn't have a political agenda, he just wants to be a bully.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliyollal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
What tradition?
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
That's my question as well. Yeah, nobody knows.
His policies and
Okay.
so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond
Well,
winning the
okay.
contest itself.
Interesting.
But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Yeah, why didn't Vuklamat say anything about him? Also, why are people leaving? Hello, Vuklamat? The heck? Oh, come on, that's just really bad manners. What the heck? That's a little unnecessary.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Tuliyollal way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Yeah, well, okay, that...
Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago. This continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Vuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Yeah, I guess they hammer it home pretty clearly that, you know, like, Vuklamat is the one you should be supporting.
Apologies.
Although I do like
It's
Kona as
hard
well.
to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Yeah, sure, we're gonna make...
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the Rite of Succession?
What? You didn't even know? What?
Of the Dawn's promise, I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
What the heck? Why didn't they even... What?
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
She really is the litter of your aunt. So hard. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine.
I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Come on.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling.
Sure.
Your brothers may...
We're the underdogs. Woo! Everybody loves an underdog story.
But you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long...
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
And like, since this is a really important contest, maybe we should, yeah, get going. It's like, yeah, let's just stand around and talk a little more. They are gonna wait for us, don't worry! I find it interesting that Erenville just takes his backpack everywhere. Like, why? Maybe some, you know, like, lighter luggage for the journey ahead. Alright! Let's take one more round of talkings. As you just witnessed, Uklamath has no great army of supporters, not yet at least. Oh, we're a big army enough, right? Big enough army. I know not what drives Zoralia, but it engulfs him like an inferno. So Kona, the second promise, is intent on developing his country by means of Shalayan innovations. Given his background, I suppose it should come as no surprise. A two-headed claimant, Bakuljaja, treats everyone around him as lesser beings. No doubt he'd try to elevate Mamulja above to other races should he become Dawn Servant. Not unlike how the Galilean Empire afforded special status to pure-blood Galileans. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliyollal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. That's a good idea. I'm so happy we have Alfino with us. He's just gonna do the thinking. I don't have to think about anything. Yes! Good idea. Let's go and take a look. And with this very promising but very unfulfilling to the stomach start into Dawntrail, we're gonna finish the first episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm actually really intrigued. I didn't expect to be so involved in it, interested in the story, I have to say. I mean, I don't know. I feel like being more into it than at the start of Endwalk. I don't even know. Maybe because it's something entirely new. Maybe because we have no idea what's gonna happen. We don't really know. I mean, we know that there's Solution 9, right? And that is probably the City of Gold. But there's so much premise and promise to be had, right? So much potential, and I'm really looking forward how this is gonna play out. I'm gonna keep playing right now. Don't worry, but you're gonna have to wait for a little while to see the continuation of that. I would love it so much if you join me again for the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to always GG. Please don't do so offensively. And I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.